Just about 2 weeks away from the 2015 MIAA baseball tournament, Central Missouri hosted its final conference series at Crane Stadium, Tompkins Field in Warrensburg against Northeastern State. Some momentum for the Mules going in. Junior first baseman Bennett Oliver named MIAA Hitter of the Week, and UCM has won 3 straight league series. Thursday afternoon, Game 1 will pick up the action in the bottom of the third. Mules trail the RiverHawks 3-2. Bennett Oliver living up to that Hitter of the Week honor with a sac fly to center field to get the Mules on the board. That's an RBI for Oliver as Trevor Jones tags up at third after the throw and scores. Now, while we're all congratulating Oliver and Jones and looking at the scoreboard, Dusty Moss takes advantage of the RiverHawks pitcher not paying attention like us. He scores. Suddenly, the Mules trail by just 1, 3-2. Same inning, runner on second for Tony Sandifer. He hits the ball to short, but a botched throw to get him out at first keeps Sandifer on base and allows Derek Cornell to easily tie the game. It's 3-3 now. Mules aren't done. DH Matt Milner gets his job done with a single to center field that scores Sandifer from third. UCM takes the lead with 4 runs in the third inning, 4-3. Skip to bottom 5, Mules up 5-3 now. Adding to it, Jackson Schnurbush drops a 1-0 pitch in shallow right field. Sandifer crosses home plate again, 6-3 UCM. Only 1 out. Northeastern State looks to have the second one here, but the ball flies out of the first baseman's glove as he's trying to tag Colton Hillbrenner. Milner scores during all that. It's now 7-4 Mules. We're only playing 7 innings in this first one. UCM holds on to that lead to win Game 1 over Northeastern State, 7-4. Tony Sandifer batted 3 for 3. Carlos DeArmas pitched the whole game, getting the win on the mound for the Mules. Nightcap, Game 2 will pick up in the 4th, game tied 2-2. A little UCM defense here. Sandifer fields the chopper at third, throws it a little too high to first, but Oliver comes down on the bag just before the runner does. I'll even show it to you again in slow motion. Definitely an out, second one of the inning there. But the third doesn't come quick enough. Preston Cash gets one past Sandifer at third and into left field. That allows the RiverHawks to score 2, and the batter gets all the way to second. Northeastern takes the lead 4-2. Visitors plate one more, up 5-2 heading into the bottom of the 4th. Dylan Farrell fixes that pretty quickly though. With 2 on, he blasts a shot over the left field fence. 3-run home run for Farrell. Back to a tie game, 5-5. Moving to bottom 5, Schnurbush works the bunt perfectly, scoring Oliver and making it first. Mules in the lead now, 6-5. The sun continues to set. RiverHawks scored 3 in the 6th, so they're back on top. In the bottom of the 7th, things get a little crazy for UCM. Schnurbush gets the scoring started, then we're rolling. Single from Hillbrenner brings in another run. Mules back within 1, 9-8. Farrell is out at first on the bunt, but Schnurbush scores another run. Tie game, 9-9. Trevor Jones follows that with a single to right center. We're still in the bottom of the 7th here. That's the go-ahead run as Hillbrenner crosses home plate to make it 10-9 UCM. 7 runs on 7 hits in the 7th for the Mules, 2 more in the 8th. Central Missouri takes Game 2 over Northeastern State 15-10. Along with Farrell's home run, Sandifer, Schnurbush, and Hillbrenner each hit a double. Paul McMahon gets the win on the mound with help from closer Lucas Williams.
The offense really picked up the pitching staff this weekend. I don't even know what to say. It was a really great weekend as a team, and hopefully we can carry it into this week, next weekend, and then throughout the conference tournament and postseason. Keep building off this.
22 runs on 27 hits in the first doubleheader might be hard to duplicate in Friday's back-to-back games. Top 5 of Game 3, Mules down 3-1. Austin Southmaid gets the first out with a backwards K. But there were already 2 runners on, and though Charles Sims grounds out to short, the RiverHawks score another run and lead UCM 4-1. Southmaid makes sure that other runner is stranded, retires the side with a strikeout on an 0-2 pitch. Bottom 5, Schnurbush singles. Hillbrenner hits a double, then Jones sends one up the middle. Both of those guys on base score. It's a 1-run game, 4-3, off Jones' 2 RBIs. Same score in the bottom of the 7th, last chance for the Mules, but a perfect situation with bases loaded, 2 outs. Derek Cornell with the absolute perfect hit. Tying run scores, then the walk-off. Game 3 of the series is on the back of Cornell with a 5-4 win for Central Missouri over Northeastern State. That's a win on the mound for Southmaid, while 6 different Mules contributed a hit, including doubles from Dusty Moss, Matt Milner, and Hillbrenner. Before the final game of the series, it was time for UCM to honor 5 seniors who have helped keep up the winning tradition of Mules baseball. Pitcher Jake Heisler, outfielder Trevor Jones, left-handed pitcher Blake Collins, third baseman Tony Sandifer, and pitcher Ricky Rivera. So looking for the series sweep on Senior Day, we're tied 3-3 in the top of the 5th when the RiverHawks plate 2, take over 5-3. Sandifer ends that though with a diving stop and toss to second base, which leaves 3 Northeastern runners on. Bottom 5, Dusty Moss sends one to the fence, but it is just short of going over. Nice hit though, that puts runners on first and second. Derek Cornell follows that with a hit to the gap between first and second. Farrell rounds third and scores. Mules trail 5-4. RiverHawks then pull off the double play after a nice diving stop from the shortstop. Mules strand 1 but score 1 in the 5th. Move to bottom 6, 2-1 for Farrell, and that hit bounces on the warning track. 2 RBIs, and UCM takes the lead 6-5. Northeastern ties it up in the top of the 7th. Mules respond in the bottom. Sacrifice bunt from Sandifer, which scores Cornell. Mules back on top, 7-6. Then a Matt Milner single brings in Oliver to make it 8-6. Mules play 1 more before the inning is up. Central Missouri takes the 4th and final game of the series, 9-6. Rivera, Lucas Williams, and Grant Gavin all pitched for UCM, while Dusty Moss batted 2 for 2.
Our goal is minimize innings, minimize those big innings that they base load and nobody out, keep them 2-3 runs. Don't let the game get away from us, and ultimately just give ourselves a shot.
I'm certainly very proud of their effort throughout the course of the last 2 days and the last 4 games. I think we were behind in every single one of them at some point. The pitching staff did a great job of keeping us close, keeping us within striking distance, and the offense, was able to come up with some big hits, up and down the lineup. I'm looking at this thing and, looking at our 9-hole with 3 hits today and a couple RBIs. And so it's been a little bit of everybody, and that's really good to see.
Mules sweep Northeastern State for their 4th straight series win and continue a win streak that is now out to 7 games. UCM plays its final regularly scheduled home game on Tuesday, April 21st, a single game against Rockhurst with a 6 o'clock first pitch. For UCMathletics.com, I'm Katie Smith.